looked out in a field. The grass was high and it brushed against my legs. I just stood and looked out at the open space at a farmhouse out a little way.
Whoa! 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 Ah, shit. Things happen, right? Just gotta see if I can fix this before the authorities get involved. That truck may or may not be properly licensed, so we'll see. Down to the waterfront. Oops, I don't want to be on this side of this tree. I want to be on this side of the tree. Alright, now if I go in here and I throw that over the truck. Alright, did that go over the truck? Yes, it did. It's in the water on the other side of the truck. Nicely done. Don't fall in, don't pull the landy in. Don't pull the landy in. Come on. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I got 2 vehicles in the lake. Nice. Get up a little bit more. Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit. Right there. Right there. Stop. Ooh. Ooh, no. Ooh, that was a bad plan. That was a very, very bad plan. I'm sliding, aren't I? Come on, get out of there. No, I can't do it. She can't hold it. She can't hold it. She can't hold it. Ah! Bye-bye, Mr. Crane. This is gonna get tougher before it gets any better. Okay, and up you go. Up you go. All the way up. Alright, let's get you onto the deck now. It's not gonna work out for us. Come on. Yeah, that's not working. That's getting all wonky. Anywho. Alright, well, things went from bad to worse, and honestly, I got no more time for that old truck. I gotta finish this seeding job because, you know, this corn isn't gonna plant itself. Alright, so, and here comes today's helper. Yeah, there's really no way I can hide this from anybody. Anyway. Hey, Farmer Craig, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. What the heck did you do?
I was hoping to carry seed with my Zeal truck, and this morning I was listening to some tunes and had a bit of a blowout. So she kind of came off that bridge over there. Spent most of the day trying to haul her out, and it's not working. It's just not working. So I think that truck's a write-off. I'm gonna have to come up with a plan B. Well, part of Plan B is I went and picked up more seeds, so we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. It's it was a lot last time I was sitting back here, but it'll be fine. So you want to meet me up at the blue farm?
Alrighty.
All right, let's get up there. So how do I get up there now? I'm gonna go through town. I don't know if you want to do that or if you want to go around a long way. I don't know which one's the shorter way. We can also go by the contractor's yard, but anyway, we'll go by there. So everybody, this is Craig. Craig is a viewer, a longtime viewer of mine. You came to me through, what, Rubber Burner and Farmer Klein and those guys?
First time I saw you on a video was on one with Ian Robson.
Ian Robson. Oh, okay, so you're an Ian Robson watcher too.
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's, I'm always curious to know how people end up on the channel. And there's always, you know, there's a core group of people that sort of are always commenting and participating in the chat and stuff like that. And you're one of those guys. You're one of those guys who's been watching pretty constantly. So it's always nice to have people on. So we're just gonna come through here. How's your internet speed treating you?
It's settled down now.
It's settled down? Good, okay. As soon as we get out of town, it should get a lot better for you. I know that the, I think the animal yard, the animal sales yard is a bit of a bear on the internet, on ping rate, so it's just one of those things. It's funny because it's the spot where everybody spawns in, but yet it's the place where it takes the longest for things to settle in.
Yeah, I'm showing in the 60s and 50s MS.
Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So it is settling down. I know earlier on you were pinging up into 300s, so.
And even some 4s and 5s.
Yeah, that's it. This is one of those maps that, because Bullet Bill used so many custom textures on this map, anytime you first log into the server, it takes a little while for things to settle down. I have noticed that quite a bit. You sort of have to stand there for like 10-15 minutes and then eventually everything loads back in and you're good. But it's almost like every time you log back in, the thing has to download the map, which is really weird.
Yeah, I was on Sims earlier playing on Tazwell.
Yeah. And what kind of speeds were you getting out of Tazwell?
Oh, it was anywhere from around 100 all the way up to into the 3s.
Oh, really? Okay, so he's having issues too.
Well, it was just me. There was Roy.
Right.
I can't. That's in the middle of his username.
Yeah. Here's Roy.
He was on there. Yeah. Here's Roy. Now here's Roy. Yeah. His was fine.
Okay.
He wasn't having any issues.
Okay.
So.
See, that's always the thing about multiplayer, right? It's there's so many moving parts in doing this sort of thing that I just end up sort of giving up and being patient with it. Alright, so I got my mower up here still. I was going to, I'm going to need to get this to do some mowing soon. Alright, so let's just shut her down right here. Alright, I gotta get myself hooked up, so I'm gonna start maneuvering. Where are you at now?
Coming back there where you are.
Okay, perfect. So if you go
on foot,
if you park yourself on foot,
yeah, it's out front.
Well, come on inside. Hang on a second. Which field are we doing anyway? Let me just double check here. We're gonna do field 12 today, I think. So, all right, you want to help hook me up?
Can do.
All right, so I'm going to start by hooking up my front bucket, because this tractor is a little bit light in the nose. I can only put about 1,000 pounds on the nose of this thing. So to make up for the other 500 pounds, I have to add my front loader attachments. Let's see here. Nice and slow. There we go. Hit the Q button on me. Thank you, sir. All right, and then I'm going to pick this up on my own. This one's got a self-attacher to it, so there we go. All right, I'm going to back up to the seeder now. Beautiful. Hit the Q on that. Good. Close the lid. Don't need that open. All right, so let's get you. Hang on a second. Just gotta lift that. Come on, lift. There's so many moving parts on the seeder. Sometimes selecting the right thing to lift is a bit of a pain. So we didn't fill up your seeder yet, did we?
No.
Okay, so if you want to bring that back here, should we do it that way, or should I move the? No, let's just move you back here, because the next fields we got to do are all in the back over here. So, oops, try not to run into my mower. All right. A little bit of crop destruction, but I'm not mowing this grass, so we're good. All right, so just open up your seeder and park her right up beside here. Let's see here. All right, should be a couple of 100 liters. Okay, back it up, back it up, back it up, and lower it. Beautiful. Okay. So now, I should be able to hit the R button from the inside to load it up. I sort of have to hold the seed bag over top of it. And reload. Got him. Okay, perfect. Hang on. It's going to take, I think 6 of these to fill you up. Can you do it while I'm holding it? No, eh? Huh, okay. Drop it.
No, it's not showing.
Alright. And one more. And another. How are you doing for fill now?
Before that one, it was at 49.
Okay. So let's give it a few more.
83.
83. One more should do it then. These are about 100 apiece, so. Bingo.
99.
There
Or
you
599. 599 liters.
Out of 600?
Uh-huh.
All right, good enough. Fold her up and let's get to the field. All right, and brakes off. Ah, shortcut. We can come out this way. So that way we can come back this way when it comes time to refill seeders and stuff. So the way that I like to plant corn is in straight lines. It's basically a row crop, and though Farm Sim doesn't model the whole multi-terrain on row crop, is that one done? Yeah, it's this one here we got to do. Yeah, so because Farm Sim doesn't model the rows when it's grown, it doesn't really matter. But it's just one of those things that that way I can just sort of start from this end and go over there, and I don't worry about the headlands so much. I let the headlands be. Go as far as you can off the field, and try to seed as much of the field as you possibly can. But don't worry, don't overthink it. And then
Okay.
This feels like about halfway across the field, doesn't it? Something like that would be good. So I'll make the first row. I'll give you a ridge marker to get yourself situated. I do run the seed add-on, or we call it Seed Pro or whatever it's called. So you'll hear a lot of beeping. That beeping is it's to tell you if when your seeder is up but running and stuff like that. So, oh, hang on a second. Just make sure you've got corn selected. Hang on a second. Let me just do the same.
Will do.
Yeah, because I think it comes default out of the store as a
Sunflower.
Sunflower seeder, yeah. I've planted a lot of sunflower by mistake using that system.
Been there, done that.
I'm almost famous for it. Beautiful. Alright, so that's sort of the first dividing line of the field. You do everything downhill from here, and I'll do everything uphill. Now, that should fold that up. There you go. So the only other thing, too, is check your seed add-on to make sure you're not leaving tram trails. Just by turning that, disabling that.
It says that it's off.
There you go. Alright, I'm going to do sort of a freehand return trip here. Looks good, man. Things are likely to get slip-slidey on my side of the field because of the angle. I wasn't 100% sold on the cedar, and then I used it about a week ago with Alan and Genetic, and I really enjoy it now. I think it's quite a good machine. Lift up to not kill the bushes. Huh. Let's turn that up. Now, the arm should go up and down automatically. Is it going to do it? No, it's not going to do it. Let's see here. How are you making out over there? Whoa, a little bit of slide, back in the row. This is good. Get ourselves all set up here. Yeah, that looks good.
I just missed a little bit, so.
Yeah, you know what? When it comes time to harvesting all this stuff is going in as chaff anyway, so it's not going to throw us off for the harvest too badly. There you go. It's funny, eh? I think what you have to do with the Cedar Pro is do 2 rows, and then it figures out that you want to lift the marker, and it does it automatically for you. But it doesn't do it at first. It just has to. It sort of has to say, "Oh, okay, you're going to use those things, are you? Fine." Okay. Drop that in, and we're in. Maintain your speed. This is not the straightest line, but I'm going to straighten it out. So when did you start playing Farm Sim?
About a year ago.
Really? Okay, so you started on 17.
Yeah, with the computer version. My first initial jump into it was 14 and 16 on an Android tablet.
Oh, you came from Android. Oh, that's nice to know. That's the thing, right? I mean, those games make a lot of sense. They're kind of a bit of a gateway. They're pretty exciting sort of marketing tools for Giants in terms of once you get sort of into the game, then you sort of grow into it, and things like going to PC or going to console and all those things, it kind of escalates.
Yes, it does.
So what map are you playing at home now? What's your single player map?
I've got about 6 different ones.
Really? So how do you do that? You just go in and you play whichever one you feel like that day, or?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. So which ones are your favorites?
Let's see. Right now, I've got County Line. I haven't been on that one for a little while.
Right.
Caswell. This one.
Right.
West Coast. Spectacle Island.
Oh, that's a nice map
and
too.
yeah, be ready for some logging.
Absolutely.
And what's the other? The one by Black Sheep Modding.
Oh,
the
old Valley. Is it just me, or is that name kind of weird?
It is. It's very weird.
It's like it was Google translated from something. Like, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but it's. At first, I thought that they were just, you know, it was something that they were sort of a working title or something like that, and then it came out with that name, and I don't know. Seems kind of bizarre to me. But I do love the map. For me, Old Streams is a forever classic in my mind. Old Stream 17 is one of those maps that I played 4 different ways and just absolutely adored. So I was pretty excited to see them come out with the Valley of the Old Farm. How are you liking Spectacle Island? How are you moving along on that one?
I haven't been on it for a little while. I got kind of burnt out with all the logging.
Ah, okay, yeah. That's kind of my feeling about that one, is that unless you're willing to grind the hours, it's kind of like Delta is playing Ratlin Island.
Yes.
That's one of those maps that unless you really want to get into it and just grind out the process of getting all your equipment across on the ferry and yada yada yada, it can burn you out. You can
right.
You gotta start off all gung-ho, but then after a while it'll burn you.
Because with Spectacle Island you have one field that is not covered with trees that you own. All the rest of your starter fields are forest.
Really, eh?
Yes. And yeah.
So are you generally a logging kind of guy? Like, do you enjoy the logging?
No.
No. Eh? That's one of those things, you know. It's with logging. I kind of learned to love logging at some point. It's something that I do enjoy.
I do to some extent, but
yeah.
I see from the main farm on Spectacle, I went to field 11 and did it.
Right.
That wasn't bad. I went right across the road, did that one.
Right.
Okay. Then I went down the road and to the north there, and I picked out the biggest one. I finally got it all cleared.
Right.
And all the stumps out.
Are you using the Black Sheep modding stump grinder?
Yeah. Did you see the picture I sent you of the skid loader in the pile of
Yeah. That's it.
That was one stump. One stump.
Yeah, you get a glitchy stump with that thing, and you can just print money for a little while.
And there's been a couple of updates, and I ended up with some double trees.
Yeah, well, the double trees are part of the map making process, I figured out. Basically what happens is map makers put in a tree, and then they duplicate it and place it. And if they double click on it, because what they do is they use the Control D or it's Control Shift D or something to duplicate them and place them. And if they double click on it by mistake, it leaves a second tree inside a tree.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's just one of those glitches that.
Well, I had to go back and re-clear part of 11 and 14.
Really?
After an update.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I did that on the Mountain Valley farm with my old guy farmer. I went in and I cleared a bunch of trees, and then I went off and I changed a few things in the map and, you know, put in a chicken coop and stuff like that. And then by the time I came back in, there was more trees. And then I was like, okay, that's all right. It's like 6 or 7 trees. I can clear those again. So I cleared them out, kept my changes, and then I decided that I was going to get rid of the big silos and put in a new house and stuff like that. And when I signed back onto the map, the trees were all back again, and I was like, okay, I quit. Never mind. We're not going back to the old map. Never mind. We're just going to dump that storyline and just carry on. But yeah, the old reappearing tree thing, it can be a little bit upsetting. Actually, the funniest one I heard was Virtual Farmer was on had a game save going on this map, and then Bill went and had to change all the trees because he was using Farm Sim 15 trees, and Giants to make him able to put it on console made him change all the trees on the map. So he replaced all the trees with the 17 map, the 17 trees, which is not that hard because there's a replace function, right? But when Virtual signed back onto his map, all the forests were just gone. Like, there's just no more forests.
Oh no.
So I think he tried to plant some cosmetic trees here and there to try to fix it, but I think he just gave up and went back to the old version of the map. Yeah, he was hoping to do some logging in the winter, and then he gets on the map and he looks around and he's like, oh no, where did everything go? I broke it.
Yeah. My tractor's got GPS.
Does it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a new enough tractor. It's got it.
There you go. Well, feel free to use it if you got it. I just got that beeping sound and a marker, which is not so bad. Whoa! In the bush. Alright. So you're a trucker by profession.
Yes, I am.
Do you have a background in farming at all? Like, what brought you to this game?
Well, I was driving truck, hauling food,
Yeah.
refrigerated, and was at a truck stop one weekend. My wife rode with me all the time, and we were doing some laundry, and this guy says, "What are you playing?" And I said, "Well, it's Farming Simulator 16.
Yeah.
He says, "Hang on a minute. I'm gonna go out the truck and get my computer." Comes back in with a laptop and a Xbox style controller.
Yeah.
Sets it all up and shows me Farm Sim 15 and 17.
Wow.
And from that point on, I was hooked.
Wow. So do you bring it with you in the truck when you go traveling?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
That's awesome. So that's why you play from a laptop too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm a laptop player myself. It's a bit of a killer laptop, but it's a laptop nonetheless.
Mine's just a off-the-shelf Dell.
Really, eh?
Yep.
Wow. And what do you have your graphics settings set to?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but
Kind of
I've
a
got them set
medium
down pretty
kind of
low.
thing? Oh, it's pretty low?
Down
Okay.
fairly low,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Some of the tractors and stuff, I can zoom out real far,
Right.
and I can actually get it so that it's blurry. I can't even see the tractor
Oh, really, eh? Okay.
being straight above it. So,
Okay.
but it makes it a lot easier on some of it.
Yeah, that's it. No, I started playing this game in 15 using a wall-mounted HP all-in-one computer.
Yep.
Like, it's not much of a machine at all. I mean, these days I kind of use it just for web surfing, and that's about it, you know? Web surfing and watching movies.
Yeah.
But back in 15, I had everything sort of set to medium high, and it was fine. And it will run 17. It'll just run it on low.
Yeah.
So I was playing around with it the other day, and just to try to get a second camera angle, and it works perfectly fine. Just not very great visuals.
But no, this one I've done some looking, and my son does some gaming.
Yeah.
And he's built his own computer.
Yeah.
And back what he started with was supposed to be a gaming computer, and he's already changed a good bit of the interior.
Yeah. Okay.
And upgraded it, and some of it is even not big enough now. But talked to him, and he's like, yeah, that should work.
Yep, that's it.
And it has.
It's amazing. It's amazing how, you know, people like to have these killer machines and these absolute monster processors and graphics cards and all that. And I get it. It is better, but it should never stop you from beginning to play, right? You can always just play with whatever you got, like, you know, use what you got, and then, yeah, if you want to grow it, if you have a chassis that you can expand on it, do a little bit of research, and it's pretty easy to do. Most computer parts these days are like car parts. It's just plug and play. No one fixes computers, they just replace the parts. You're all done down there?
Yep.
All right, so if you want to start at the very top, and
that's what I'm gonna do.
There you go. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. This is one of my favorite things to do in multiplayer, actually, is to bring somebody in to do the seating with you. Because it can get a little bit monotonous, but if you got somebody to talk to and hang out with, it really goes really quickly.
It does.
Feel like I'm running out of seed. How are you doing percentage-wise?
39.
39? Okay. I forget now when this thing starts screaming at me that it wants more seed. But now it's really insisting. And can I finish this row? Come on, you can do it. No. And we are out. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to run back down to the truck and refill. I'll be right back. Try not to trample the field too much here. It's always a choice between trampling the field or ending up stuck in a bush.
Yeah.
One of my, I love the fact that Bill makes the hedges non-collidable. It's just one less thing to hook yourself up into. But then he turns around and puts these random trees on the side of the field that have collisions, and you'll just catch a branch for no reason.
Yeah.
So, you know, map makers are trolls. So if you had one map in Farm Sim 17 that you'd count as your favorite, which one is it?
That I don't know.
Yeah? What did you cram the most hours into? I mean, other than Goldcrest, because I think we all ground the hell out of Goldcrest.
Yeah, I've done a lot on Goldcrest. I've done a lot on Sosnovka.
Oh, you played Sosnovka. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've played on it some.
Yeah.
And I got fed up with it one day and just deleted it because Courseplay was sending the tractors off in the middle of nowhere.
Does it not play nice with Courseplay?
It didn't that day.
Oh, okay. I have a love-hate relationship with Courseplay. I find it to be an absolutely beautiful application. I find it to be really incredible that they were able to do what they're able to do with it. I just... I hate chasing tractors.
Yeah, Tazwell does not like it at all.
No, eh? There might be something in Courseplay about 4X maps, though, doesn't there?
I've used it on County Line. It works great. You know, and other maps.
But, Ian Robson does nothing but Courseplay on County Line, so...
Right.
I mean, it works.
And, but Tazwell, no, it really messes with it. It won't let me do anything. I can't pull up the PDA map. I can't pull up the store menu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Tazwell is one of those maps that it's such a deeply personal project for Sim. I have a hard time criticizing it. But he did go against the grain on a lot of basic map physics and a lot of basic map rules, right? Like the field edges and things like that.
Right.
So,
well, I don't care about whether Courseplay works with it or not.
No, that's
I just turn that off and I play it anyway.
That's it. You just farm it, right? And
You
that's sort of turned into my thing, though, is that I basically, like I said, I loved Courseplay. I love working with it. I like making it deliver things and making it drive the roads for me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like driving from the farm to the store is one of those jobs that you just get a robot to do it, and it's fun.
Yeah.
If you're not going to use the teleport mod or anything like that.
The thing about it is, with Tazwell, you don't need Courseplay.
No, that's it.
The hired worker works great.
Oops, something weird
So,
happened there.
I've used them. I've used a hired worker, and they have improved the AI extension.
Yeah.
They have improved it because previously it did not like articulated tractors.
No, that's it. Yeah.
And they do now. They'll if you've got that on, it will turn a corner.
There you go. It was only a matter of time, right? All these things are sort of coming online. I mean, it's kind of a bummer sometimes that all these things are coming online just as we're about to upgrade the game. But it's, at the same time, it's to be expected, right? We now have these amazing tools inside the game to be able to do all this stuff. How are you doing for seed now?
I'm down to 13%.
You want to come down? I'll fill you up, and then we can carry on from there.
Alrighty.
Just because I'm down here anyway, might as well help you out. We don't have much of that field left to do anyway. There we go. Park that there. Yeah, I got a little bit fed up with Courseplay, and I kind of uninstalled it from this map because it came up with a multiplayer version of it, but I'm not entirely convinced that it works yet. There's there are parts there that I was trying to do some cultivating up near the dairy farm, and every time I said, like, it would draw the course, on the field that I was working on. Then I would say, okay, run, and it would just take off. And from the dairy farm, it's like it was running up to Little Woolhope Farm.
Let's see. Dairy farm, one of the fields up there.
Yeah.
Second. 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I was setting Courseplay up to do something on it, and it was just a big yellow field.
Yeah.
There were no lines. It turned the whole field yellow.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that is. If that's just because of the weird field angles on the map, or like it tries to overcompensate for things. I don't know. I also sometimes feel like Courseplay gets confused by hills. All right, go ahead and drop it down. And pop the lid off for me.
Open.
There you go. And one for you. One more for you.
Sorry, doing hand signals with the wife.
Oh, okay. Hoppa. Hop. Oh, what's going on now? I think my alternate button is having an issue today. How many is that? I lost count.
Give me another one.
Yep. Dropped it. Give it a shot. Beautiful. That should fill her up. What are you at?
95%.
Close enough.
That'll work.
It's not going to take a full one, and I don't want a half full one lying around.
Yeah. I understand that.
There you go. Beautiful. Let's go up and finish that field, and then all we got to do after that is 4 more fields down below here. I mean, oops, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Famous last words.
Exactly. Hang on a second. My computer's doing some weird stuff today.
Yeah.
It keeps popping me out to another screen, like it's trying to do a Windows update or something.
Oh.
So let's just turn that off. I'm gonna start from this end, I think I already had.
I was already up at this other side.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, we've only got a couple of stripes left in this one.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right.
You almost made it to this end on that last one,
Yeah, I
didn't you?
kind of did. Yeah, I'm just gonna back into that one and fix it up on the way. Once I get to the other end there, I can just patch that up. All right, let's see here. And arm out. Beautiful. Oh, this is a nice job. This is one of those jobs that, you know, we talk a lot about course play and stuff like that, and yeah, you can hit the course play button and just have it do this job. I always feel like I'm giving away the fun part sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's stuff like plowing is not specifically fun in itself, but the rewards you get from doing a whole field with a 3-meter plow, and then at the end of it looking at it and saying, yep, that was all me, you know? There's just something about that I just don't want to give up. Just gonna run this one strip over here. Small little lag spike there. Oops, and I ruined the next field next to it. Great. Oh well. I confused my ridge marker machine. It dug a hole in the row next to me.
Oops.
Yeah, that happens. Okay, let's see here. If I drop this down now, it's going to try to put out that marker. Let's switch it to that marker. There we go. All right, now we're off to the races. If I could put it in forward gear. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much, Farmer Craig, for joining me on today's episode.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please stay tuned. One of the things that I wanted to bring up at this stage, too, is that all these fields, this is the last of the seeding that we're doing. We need to do a lot of harvesting soon. So hit me up. Let's get you guys in here. Let's get more people in here and playing the game and see who can work in the server and stuff like that. Because at some point, I am going to need some bodies to do some carding and some harvesting and stuff like that. So get in touch. I'm not exactly running an open server, but people like Farmer Craig and Chris Webb and there's a whole bunch of other viewers of mine that I feel like I know as friends, and we can let you guys in and we can totally play along. It would be an absolute joy to have everybody. So thank you again, Farmer Craig, for joining me today.
You're quite welcome.
And hopefully we'll have you back on here real soon.
Hopefully.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.